Once upon a time, in a vast jungle, there lived monkeys whose entire economic system was built around bananas. Because bananas were not only food, but also a medium of exchange and a symbol of power. And whoever owned many bananas was respected, listened to, and surrounded by others. Because anything that is rare automatically gains value. And the monkeys understood this instinctively. But one day banana trees started to multiply. The weather was good, the soil was fertile, and banana farmers planted more trees, so the jungle became full of bananas. Monkeys who used to give to leaves for a single banana could now buy 10 bananas for the same price. And suddenly everyone realized that bananas were no longer that special. Because when something becomes abundant, it loses its value. And the monkeys began to feel this change. This situation reminds us of an ancient lesson from history, because the same process happened in the Roman Empire, where gold coins were once rare and valuable. But as the empire expanded, the state minted more money, reduced the gold content, and mixed in silver, and as a result, coins became more numerous but their real value decreased. People were happy at first because their pockets were fuller. But when market prices started rising, they understood the seriousness of the situation. The monkeys were walking the same path because bananas were once rare and everyone respected them. But now bananas were everywhere. Monkeys told each other that with so many bananas around, they could not stay valuable, because when rarity disappears, value disappears as well. And this economic law worked in the jungle just as it works among humans. Then a new problem appeared. Monkeys started demanding more bananas. Because everyone wanted to eat them, but the farmer produced the same amount. Demand increased, supply stayed the same, and as a result, banana prices rose because rarity returned this time artificially, since everyone wanted to buy, but there was not enough for everyone. This reminds us of the oil crisis of the 1970s, because the world depended on oil. But OPEC reduced production, supply dropped, demand stayed the same, and prices exploded. People realized that when scarcity is real, prices rise, and the monkeys experienced the same thing. Because bananas were once abundant and suddenly became scarce. A monkey buys a banana, eats it, life feels good, but he tells his friends about bananas. Everyone rushes to the market and buys all the bananas. The farmer is shocked because his storage is empty. He wants to plant more trees, but seeds are expensive, land costs money, labor costs rise. And the farmer is forced to raise prices because he must cover his expenses. This takes us to the Industrial Revolution, because when factories multiplied, raw materials, labor, and energy costs increased, production became more expensive, and product prices rose. People thought the problem was the producers, but in reality the problem was the system. Monkeys also blamed the farmer, but the farmer was only passing on the costs. Then the monkey government appeared and said the problem was lack of money. That if everyone had more leaves, everyone could buy bananas, so they started printing leaves. At first everyone was happy, because their pockets were full, but then banana prices rose again, because even though money increased, bananas did not. This reminds us of Germany in 1923, because after the war, the state printed money to pay its debts. At first people thought they were getting rich, but then they had to carry suitcases of money to buy bread, because the value of money was approaching zero and hyperinflation had begun. The monkeys fell into the same trap. The more leaves the government printed, the more expensive bananas became, because real value was in bananas, not in leaves. But it took time to understand this, because people always believe in paper, not in real things. In the end, the situation became ridiculous. The monkey government burned all the leaves and started making sticks, announced a new currency. But the problem was not the currency, the problem was the mindset. Because real value was in production, not in printing. And they realized this late. This lesson shows us that if the amount of money increases at the same speed as the price of goods, inflation may not be deadly. But if money increases faster, everyone becomes poorer. Because real purchasing power falls. Monkeys experienced this, humans experienced it throughout history, and they are still experiencing it today. A smart monkey does not collect leaves, he plants banana trees. Because he knows bananas will multiply over time, while leaves will rot. And this shows us the difference between assets and money. Because assets generate value, while money is only a medium of exchange. And this lesson never changes.